You understand?
Yeah.
They say, oh, yeah, I know I was wrong, but if you call me for secret, tell me quietly. No, you were wrong in public. You understand? Yeah. So that behavior of allowing it to go, that somebody else can make peace for rain, so I can have my own peace. No. Your job is not just to secure your peace. Your job is also to save the face of that person as they go along.
Yeah. But what if, okay, let's not relate this to man and wife. Let's equate this to normal relationship where people, you see people fighting over certain things. And they want you to bring yourself so low to that level of fighting. I personally think you bringing yourself low is you disregarding and disrespecting yourself.
True.
I personally think there is no time for argument whatsoever. If you want to be the boss, have it. If I feel comfortable to be with you in the same space, that's totally fine. If I don't feel comfortable, I can excuse myself. That's why I've said countless times that excusing yourself without drama is best. Excusing yourself, like quietly excusing yourself without all this show of shame, and having this team by the right corner, having the other team by the left corner, Team Blessing and Team Constance, and fighting over certain rubbish, I think it's not worth it in relationship. Personally.
It depends on what relationship we're talking about. Listen.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it every relationship or just marital relationship or professional relationship?
Every relationship, professional relationship, every relationship.
Yeah, in as much as we don't want drama, we don't, want people to be dramatic, in the way they do things. It's good to know, it's good to make register your point. You understand? It's not compulsory that the other person will get it. Like they say truth will always find a way.
Yeah.
There are some things in the past that I didn't agree with, and I realized, this is why this person was insisting.
Yeah.
You understand? But if that person had not insisted, I would have thought that I just discovered the truth. No, somebody has told you before. You probably didn't listen. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know who this trophy scene is, but whoever the trophy scene is, I don't know who that person is, but the person just came in as a guest. If he or she wants to say something, then it is fine. But while we are talking about respect in relationship, now let's go to a very, very hard nut question here. Do you think cheating in relationship is forgivable and is respectful?
No.
Okay.
Oh no. Those are two questions. Let me answer it one by one, please.
Yes.
Is it forgivable?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's forgivable, right?
Okay.
I always say that almost everything in this life is forgivable.
Yeah.
But is it tolerable? It's another thing entirely.
Okay.
And I would say it's relative. Forgiveness is a debt you owe yourself, not to the partner. You understand? You owe it to yourself to forgive others. It's a requirement for you being forgiven. But whether it's tolerable is another question entirely. And that question is relative. It's different for everybody. There's some people that feel like, well, yeah, he's sorry and he said he's sorry. We can, we can grow from it. We can try again. There's some people that will tell you it's a no. You cheat once and that's it. You understand? So it's relative. But is it respectful? No. That's the height of disrespect. Like I said earlier, I said respect is honor. You understand? Respect is honor. You want to honor somebody. That's how that's why you respect them.
Yeah.
So you cannot be cheating on your wife or cheating on your husband and say you are being respectful. You know, you cannot be stepping out of your relationship regardless and say, oh, I respect my wife. You know, some women even fall for that delusion. They say, oh, my husband, one thing about him, he cheats, but he doesn't do it near me. He respects me.
So sorry, my sister. I'll just say something there. That's where a lot of people get it wrong. Somebody went as far as cheating on you, and you as the man or you as the woman say, yes, I hear he does it outside, but he doesn't do it close to the house. One day it's going to do it. It's going to bring it to your doorstep.
True, and even if he doesn't,
he would definitely do it, because that's why you see many people out there, they are infected today. That's cheating in their doorstep. Just cheating just right beside them. So I'm like, I totally agree with what you just said, that cheating, it's highly disrespectful, whether to the man or to the woman. And people often think when you talk about cheating, it means you talking about going out with another woman or going out with another man. You can cheat financially.
Yes.
You can cheat emotionally. Just when the person, your partner, needs you emotionally, you're not there, but you are being emotionally available to another person outside.
Someone else.
But this person, your partner, is lacking. She's craving or he's craving for attention in your life. I'll just quickly, I can take this question now because I want you to finish. Please carry on. Thank you.
So a man cannot say, I'm respectful to my wife, you know, by cheating on her. You understand? You are revealing everything that makes sense to your wife, that makes her feel, you know, entitled to you.
Yeah.
You understand? Something that makes her feel secured in you. You are revealing it to another woman. You are revealing everything that your husband thinks, you know, brings him pride, you know, brings him some kind of glory. You are revealing it to another man, and you say it's respect. Or you say, well, I'm doing it outside. My wife doesn't know. I still take care of my wife and kids. And so therefore it's okay. No, it's wrong.
Somebody
it's disrespectful.
Quick snippet said, cheating isn't only sexual. Entertaining it is also cheating. Yes, that's true. And
that's how it starts.
Okay, somebody asked a question here. He said, does withholding the past interaction with an ex after you agree to be open to each other a breach of trust? Does withholding past interaction with an ex after you agree to be open to each other, which is the present, a breach? Yes, it's a breach of trust, if you ask me, but I would give to my guest to answer that first before I would say something.
Okay, this is it. If you find a need to keep conversation with your ex a secret from your husband or your present partner, you already broken trust.
Exactly.
It's a fragile situation. The best way, first of all, your husband or wife doesn't expect you to be in conversation, in communication with your ex.
I don't even understand why.
Yeah, now, for some reason, you communicated. Excuse me. We don't know what that reason is.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason it is, the only way you can make it easy for yourself is to be transparent. To be honest about that conversation with your present partner.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you don't make them feel some type of way. They might be angry, but at least you save yourself the headache of keeping a secret. the risk of breaking trust. So it's a no-no for me.
You know, in the first place, we're going to look at this very deeply. In the first place, what would make you leave your present relationship to go start communicating with your ex? That's one part we should look. Is it that your to the person that asked this question, is it that your present partner is not emotionally available to you, or you feel stuck with your ex? And if you feel stuck with your ex, why did you go to the present? Again, another person said the communication with the ex is before marriage, but both of them open up. Okay, the communication with the ex is before marriage, but both of them open up. Yeah, if it's before marriage, I don't know. I don't think it's like holistically wrong if you have to sort out many things by communicating with your ex, telling your ex that you want to move on, that you would appreciate it if he or she stops talking to you. That's how I see it. It's all right if it's not in the marriage, because that's definitely going to destroy the marriage. So I don't know if Constance have anything to say about that.
Yeah, I'll just say something about that. You know, sometimes we individuals, we're the one that create problems for ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever happened before that marriage was before that marriage.
Yeah.
Asking questions, trying to go back to Egypt, trying to find out the diet in Egypt, trying to find out the dressing mode in Egypt, you are just tormenting yourself. You know, the point of marriage is the point where you start to expect transparency, fidelity, and you know, all-round openness from the point of marriage. Everything before then, it's completely irrelevant.
Okay, what you just said now is gonna lead me to an answer. Now you want to start up a relationship with somebody else. You're leaving the old behind simply because something didn't work out. I personally don't think you should go into that relationship with baggages. So do you think keeping secret of the previous relationship, it's do you think it's right?
No.
So you just said you going back to Egypt. You're not going back to Egypt. You're just trying to know what happened, what transpired.
No, let me give you an example of what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Now, you know, if a woman is trying to get married,
yeah,
her husband to be should be able to know where she's coming from. You know, what she has been through, things she's done, or things the man has done, or things he's been through. They should have that conversation. That's expected.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, for the man, you know, some people, they're in a relationship and the lady said, or maybe the lady didn't tell him, okay, when I was dating him, we went to see this movie or that movie or that, you know, some, you know, little things like what they ate, what they wore, you said, you didn't tell me everything. You didn't tell me, what this went on. This was before marriage.
Yeah.
You understand? As much as you need to be transparent, I'm saying that all this nitty-gritty of the past does not make it to the palette of this new relationship.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. But that makes sense. I understand where you're coming from, because it's a public place and a lot of people are listening, a lot of people are watching. I just want them to grasp something that is gonna help them in their relationship. Now, if you had a previous relationship that did not work out, if you have that relationship and you're going into a new relationship, it is very much advisable for you to talk everything about the previous relationship. Most especially when they ask you, we're not going to go to certain deep things like when people talk about body counts and the rest of them. Some men prefer to hear it. They want to know it, while some do not want to know it. I think you should just pay attention to the person you are going into relationship with. You get what I mean? Everybody's listening to me. Just go know that person in detail and know what information you should give to that person and what information you should withhold from that person. Somebody said, yeah, when a man always wants the plan of the family to be done in his or her time, and when he feels so. Yeah, this is another question that we would definitely ask, because some people want things to go by their rules in relationship, in marriage. They want to have kids when they feel like, they want to build a house when they feel like, they want to relocate when they feel like. Marriage is a two people's thing. It's not a one person thing. That's why I am not of the opinion to stay, for anyone to be in a relationship, be it mutual or sexual relationship, work relationship. I am not of the opinion where one person wants to be the leader. I am not of the opinion. When I mean be the leader, I'm not saying officially. You want to call the shot, you want to make the decision, you want to execute the decision, you want to implement the decision, you want to design the decision. I'm not of the opinion. A relationship should be diversified. A relationship should be a shared thing. Somebody comes with an idea. One person should be able to design it. One person should be able to define it. One person should be able to analyze it. And another person should be able to implement it. Another person should be able to execute it. That's where I like to be. That's in a relationship I like to be. If the relationship is one-sided, then it's not for me. And I think because of who I am, I'm not bringing my personal opinion. Another person has written here, I think when you are ready for marriage, leave everything aside and focus on what you are chasing. Of course, the Bible says one will chase 1,000 and two will chase 10,000. If two of you have come together, I would give attention, audience, to my guest to speak, but she's been speaking, so I just want to come in here. I hope that's fair enough, Constance.
That's very fair.
Okay.
That's very, very fair.
Okay. So when you are into a relationship, it's a two people's thing. In as much as you guys are one, but it's a two people's thing. The decision should be two. It should be you two coming together and arriving at the middle. I've always used this example. 9 and 6, they almost write it the same way, but they come from different angles. 9 is upward and 6 is downward, but they are the same thing. It's just opposite of each other. If you do not come together in agreement, how are you going to flow together? How are you going to achieve that? Many people are not achieving today because they want to call the shot. They want to be on top. They want to be the leader.
It depends on which one, yeah. Because for some week, we already do a special offer.
Hello,
You
who is that? Can you turn down the volume of whatever is behind you? I don't know who that person is. So I am of the opinion that two of you should come into agreement. And I want to advise everybody listening to me today, you cannot be respected if everything is done for you. You need to do certain things yourself. You need to be able to make decisions. You need to be able to implement your decisions. You need to be able to come into agreement. If one person wants to always call the shot, then you are in the wrong place and you are with the wrong person. If decision, I went to church this last Sunday. I just attended a church that is close by. I do have a family church previously, but I needed to attend. Right now, at the moment, I attend my church, which is very close by. And the pastor was preaching. The pastor gave details of everything that was done. I was just like, wow. I said, I like this place. Something just connected me to that place. What connected me to that place is the shared responsibility that I see. Another thing that really, really connected me to that place is because you don't get to make decision on your own, execute it on your own, implement it on your own, carry it on your own. They just like dish it out to different people. Do. The same thing is applicable to marriage. And by so doing, people will grow. Somebody said, Angosusa said, I think when you are ready for marriage, leave everything aside, okay, and focus on what you're chasing. Yes, leave everything aside, focus on what you're chasing. Say, when a man always wants his wife to spend her money for the family and hold his own, is that loyalty? No, that is not loyalty. That is, I just want to be careful with my word. That is not loyalty. That's deceit. Yes, that is deceit, pure deceit. You can't keep yours and want the woman to come to always use ours. That is you deceiving that woman, and it's not loyalty. And on the part of the woman, you have to be sensible enough to know when to put boundaries. We're talking about respect. When a man wants you to always spend your money in the marriage, to always take charge of the finances in the marriage, it means that man doesn't have respect for you. He doesn't have respect for you because it's supposed to be a shared responsibility. It's supposed to be a shared responsibility, and it's appropriate for you people to come into agreement like it is here in the UK. Some people say the man will take charge of the housekeeping while the woman take charge of the feeding. A lot of couples do that here, and there is peace in their relationship. So it's out of place. Constance, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, somebody asked, when a man always wants his wife to spend her money for the family and hold his own, is that loyalty?
That's not loyalty.
Okay.
You know, that's even that speaks against everything that marriage is about.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because first of all, in marriage, there's no my money, your money.
Okay.
Once you start having that issues in marriage, this is my money, you spend your money while I keep my own, there's already a default. There's an underlying problem. If you must marry, if you want to marry someone, you must be ready to share everything, like everything,
Okay.
including money.
Mm.
So if the woman is saying, I want to keep my money, the husband is saying, I want to keep my money so we can spend your own, there's already something wrong.
Okay, that leads me to a question that's just been asked here. The person says, should privacy be a boundary that should be respected in a... Oh, this is a very strong question. Should privacy be a boundary that should be respected in a relationship? I love this brilliant question. Thank you, that person, for asking this question. Yeah, to my guest, yes.
Should privacy be a boundary?
Yeah, that should be respected in relationships.
Are you saying the marriage? Listen, let's take it like this: privacy for the man or for the woman, or privacy for the couple?
Privacy for the couple, for the both of them separately. I think.
Okay, so the man should respect the woman's privacy.
Yeah.
Which privacy? I don't understand.
Exactly my thought.
Which privacy? I don't understand. The privacy that is on display every night? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Or phone privacy.
Now we're talking.
Exactly.
Now. Let's start like this. Marriage is like a door locked inside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when you are inside the house, you lock your door behind you. You know what I mean? Like you're in a room, your door is locked from the inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is no key from the outside. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's how marriage is. That means nobody can open the door from the outside and come in.
Yeah.
So the only way somebody else can come into that marriage is if somebody from the inside opens that door. And who are this person that can open that door from the inside? Is it that the husband or the wife?
Yeah.
There are only two people in that marriage. So the door is locked from the inside. So the reason, at the point where the phone becomes a problem, that means somebody opened a door somewhere.
Mm.
You open the door for some secrecy. You open the door for some malicious behaviors. That way you are now worried somebody will see my phone. I don't want you to see the content of my phone. You should respect my privacy. No. There's no privacy. If your husband cannot open your phone without request, if your wife cannot open your phone without request, that door is open. That door I just mentioned.
Exactly. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Your husband should be able to go to your phone and you are not bothered, while your wife should be able to go to your phone, you are not bothered. If you are truly living a genuine life and you are truly living a white life, let's put it that way. When something is white, it means there is no stain. But if you are putting locks in your phone, all your gadgets have got locks, not because of children, even the lock, I have lock on my phone, but my husband knows the password to my phone. I know the password to his phone. So I'm not really bothered when I see your phone. I'm not really bothered. I can drop my phone the whole day and I'm outside. I just tell my husband, can you please check my stuff and send me this message? Do you know, to the extent of people having, this is another part. I'm just using this one as an example. My husband also have the password to my bank details, to my bank account. But that is not for everybody. Disclaimer, that is not for everybody. Know that man and know that woman. If you have to withhold the access to your bank app, please do that. But every other thing in your phone, I think it should be obtainable by your partner.
True.
Angus Osa said, it is a deliberate choice to honor the dignity and boundaries and worth of another person. Yes, but privacy in marriage, what privacy are you talking about? All-round privacy. What is privacy in marriage? Boundaries and privacy are two different things.
Exactly.
Boundaries is that sign of limit. Privacy, it should be for people outside, not for you and your husband in the marriage. It should not be for the both of you. You are every time in the house, everything is there. So what privacy do you think you want to have in marriage? Privacy should be for the people outside, not for the people inside. But boundaries, partners needs to understand the boundaries of each of them. Your boundary should be like, if you say, my boundary is, I don't like going here. They make me feel small. Your husband should be able to respect that boundaries. Your wife should be able to respect that boundary. Growing up as a child, we had boundaries, but it was not respected. You know that relative, that friends and family that you really don't like going because of how they make you feel. Your parents will be like, you must go today, you must go. I say you must go. That is boundaries. Parents should respect the boundaries of their children. Children should respect the boundaries of their parents. partners should respect the boundaries of each other, but privacy in marriage, I don't know what privacy in marriage between the couples, I don't know what it is, but privacy outside, I know what it is. I don't know if my guest has anything to say as regards.
No, you said it. You said it all.
Yeah.
You said it all because it's marriage is two people against the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So by the time you start to say, I don't want you to touch my phone, you are invading my privacy by touching my phone. That means somebody else is in that marriage.
Do you know that even people preach it? They preach it in religious setting. If you want to have peace, don't go to your husband's phone. Don't go to your wife's phone. Often when I hear things like this, I'm like, what's this one saying? I don't understand. If you want to have peace, don't go to your husband's phone. Don't go to your wife's phone. Then why am I in that house with the person if I can't go to their phone? I should be able to conveniently ask my husband, and my husband should be able to conveniently ask me, who is that man? In fact, I'm gonna make a statement here. The best way, everyone who's listening to me now, the best way to manage your leader is to report yourself. The best way to manage your leader. If your husband is your leader, always report yourself to him. If your wife is your leader, always report yourself. Now, I'm gonna explain this. I have a manager. We have tasks we always do every week and every day. I report myself to that manager. Thank you for the rose. I report myself to that manager that I have been able to do this, this, and this. I don't wait for that manager to call me to say, Blessing, what have you been able to do? I don't wait for that. You know why? I am the one now in charge. I am managing him now. I don't wait for him to manage me. Now you have a husband, you have a wife, and you are talking as a woman, you're talking to a man your husband never saw. It doesn't know that man. As soon as you end that call, or as soon as you finish the conversation with that man, go straight to your husband and say, oh, that man you heard me talking with, or that man you saw me speaking with was my friend back then in school. Simple. This will be able to put that respect on you. Okay, this woman knows exactly what she's doing. And the man will not force anything. The same thing is applicable to man. You are seen with a lady, speaking with a lady and laughing unnecessarily or whatever, even laughing out loud, which is good. You should be able to reach out to your wife to say, oh, that lady you saw me with was my colleague, or is my colleague at my workplace. By so doing, you have been able to manage that man and manage that woman. I was in my previous team. They said, Blessing, reach out to this person. Reach out to this person and see how this person is doing. I reached out to the person. I said, I was told to check on you. How are you doing? How is the family? After I said that, I reached out to the leader who said, reach out to that person. Every single person, he gave me 5 names. The entire 5 names, I reached out to him and said, I reached out to this was what he said. I reached out to the other one, this was what she said. I reached out to the other one, I played everything. And he said, thank you for reaching out. He may not understand what I did, but for me, this is me managing him. So privacy and boundaries, they are 2 different things in relationship. With your partner, I don't know what privacy is because everything should be open to your salary, to when you get paid, to who you speak with, to who you chat with, to who you go out with. It should be open. But boundaries should be respected. Oh, I know my husband. I know his boundaries. I am not going to cross that boundaries because crossing the boundaries is disrespectfulness. So I don't know if I've been able to answer that question but I think I've been able to answer that question. You can keep the question coming. I just want to ask my guest again another question. How you didn't finish the first question I asked.
You know, what's the question?
I said, is cheating forgivable and what was
And
it?
is it self respect?
Oh, yeah, okay, you did finish that question. You did finish that question. Okay. To people asking, I'm just reading people's mind now because one of the things I like doing is to read people's mind. A lot of people are watching me on TikTok and a couple on YouTube. Some people may be asking, okay, somebody just asked again, is it right for a woman to raise a hand against, or is it right for a man to raise his hand against his wife because of insult? Why would you? Let me allow my guest speak first.
You know, I was saying to someone, I think a very long time ago, if not over years ago, I told them, I said, if you are in a relationship with somebody that wants to make a beast out of you,
No.
is to end that relationship, no matter how good it looks.
But I said this earlier on. You just said, no, I will not let anybody believe if this thing is white. That's, people want to make this out of you.
You're missing it up.
All right. Okay.
No. Let me bring that question back again so that we can relate it to this.
All right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So a man will say, I don't like women to insult me. I can take anything but insult. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're in a relationship with a girl who doesn't see anything wrong with telling you, man, are you stupid?
Mm-hmm.
And you know you don't like that. And because you're in a relationship right now, you don't want to do anything crazy. Or even at best, you give a slap. How can you call me stupid? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's crying, she's hurt. He just insulted me. I mean, he just assaulted me. He just gave me slap. And then she's crying. And then later the man came and said, I'm sorry. You know how much I love you. I wouldn't even want to hit you. But it's what you said or the way you said it. It really rubbed me wrongly. And then the man said, okay, I forgive you, and they continue again. That's not the same thing, blessing.
Mm.
This woman has shown to you that she does not know any boundaries when it comes to words.
Mm.
She will speak the word that will bring out that beast in you. Like they say, every man has a beast inside.
Yeah.
Right? So now, as much as we're telling the girl, don't marry a man that will beat you. You understand? I used to have a saying when I was much younger. All my friends can attest to that. I used to say, if a man raises his hand in relationship, don't marry him.
Yeah.
Because in marriage, you drop that hand.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. He'll drop that hand and God help you. If not be your head, he drop out. Yes. So it's best that from the beginning, start to say what you can or what you cannot tolerate.
Yeah, exactly.
If you say, if you are a man, you say, if a woman, I cannot tolerate insult from a woman, and you are marrying a man who you know clearly insults you.
Mm.
And then after you marry her, you say, I beat her because he insulted me. No, you beat her because you were stupid.
Yeah.
You were foolish. Call it what it is.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
understand?
That's true. That makes sense because back then when I was growing up, I was a teacher then. There's this advanced lady that said, if a man or a woman does anything to you and he hurts you just in this index finger, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said, if you marry that man or that woman, at the first start of the marriage, they're going to hurt you to your shoulders. Then as the marriage progresses, they're going to hurt the whole of your body. So that's what you just said now.
Yes.
You laying your hands on a woman or even laying your hands on a man. But let's critically look at this and analyze it, Constance. Do you know that most women do not, men physically abuse their woman, but women emotionally abuse their man. Do you know that? That most men are weeping, they're crying at night. Nobody sees that. Okay, you know what? We're going to prepare a I think we should do this because it's getting broader and broader, but we can make a part 2 of it. So, like I was saying, most men, they are weeping and crying because nobody actually know the pain they are going through, but deep down in their heart, they are going through serious pain coming from the woman. So, to that person who asked the question and to everyone watching and listening to us right now, it's not just only men that physically abuse their woman. Women also emotionally abuse the men. Not anyway, not in the Western world, because women are like, they are powerful in the Western world. But back in Nigeria, where men are the most powerful one, I don't think it's right for you to physically assault and abuse your woman. It shows you got no strength in you. It shows you are a small man. You are a small man. I am saying this now. You can hear me. You are a small man. There are better ways to deal with insult. In the first place, just like Constance said, don't end up with a woman who you practically know will insult you or has been insulting you before. Most especially when you have told her your boundaries. If she beats that limit, it means that she's never going to respect you. She's going to do something that will make you a beast. And you have become a beast. The entire society is blaming you for being a beast. Meanwhile, you allowed yourself to become a beast. Another question is, would you say because a husband expresses love to his wife, she takes it for granted? What would you say? If a husband expresses love to his wife, she takes it for granted by always acting as though she's too special. Anyways, to that person who asked the question, every woman acts as though they are too special. You should first know that for every woman. Even me, you are listening to right now, I act as though I'm very special. And every woman out there, Constance as well, can attest to this fact that every woman first acts as though she's too special. But it's only unwise. I want to be careful with my words. It's only unwise when people take advantage of the love they get from their husband. It's really unwise. It's unwise. And how to deal with that situation, I can't say without the love, but I can say clear communication can sort out this issue. Constance, do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I want us to look at the question in whole, in totality. Now, you say, would you say because a husband expresses his love to his wife, she takes it for granted?
Yeah.
First of all, it's his duty to express love to his wife. That's the command of the Bible.
Yeah.
That's the word of God. That's the nature of marriage. You're supposed to express love. You're supposed to bathe your family with love, right?
Yeah.
Now, the woman is not taking it for granted because you express love. No. A woman who takes her husband's love for granted is who she is. She will still take his foolishness for granted. She will still take everything about him for granted.
That makes sense.
Yes, it's not because you're expressing love, that's why she's taking you for granted.
Yeah.
The woman is wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I keep saying. People don't know this. They believe that when you patch relationship, you understand? And then you get to marriage, the problem will be fixed. No. Get to marriage, it doesn't automatically become whole. Remember, it was patched up, and it's a man's job to make her feel special.
Yeah.
You understand? A man is special, and it's his wife's job to continue to make him feel special. If any of them are taking it for granted, it's because that's who they are. It's not the love you express. They are just wrong. These people are just wrong.
Yeah, that's who they are. Yes, that's who they are. So we've been able to talk about cheating in relationship. We've been able to talk about privacy in relationship. We've been able to talk about boundaries in relationship. And we've been able to talk about playing this small or playing small in relationship. And all of these things is important in relationship, but there are some that should be inside the home and there are some that should be outside the home. Like we talked about privacy, that should be outside of the home. And boundaries should be both inside and outside of the home. Cheating should not be heard. I don't think cheating is a religious thing for me. It's not a religious thing. It's a human thing. Now, I am from an African background where they say it is in a man's nature to cheat. And you see women believe these lies. It's a lie from the pit of hell. It's not in a man's nature to cheat. The exact same way you feel when I cheat on you as a woman, that's the exact same way you will feel, or I will feel when you cheat on me as a man. Don't marry that woman. You would not be confident enough to stay with for the rest of your life. In my own opinion, we are going to talk about marriage, but I'll chip this in here. Marriage should be done out of vision. Don't look at her skin today. Constance, am I right?
You're very correct, please.
Don't look at her skin today. Don't look at her face today. Don't look at her body build today. Don't look at her size today, because this face you see, wrinkles starts coming as soon as it's 40, 50, 60. This skin you see will start sagging and squeezing when it's 50, 60, and upward. This shape you see, size 8, size 10, whatever, it will definitely go to size 14, size 16, even size 18. And this beauty you see, if you think I'm that beautiful, but I don't need you to tell me. I know I'm a very pretty woman. Thank you for that. Okay, I just had to chip that in. If you think, oh, she's so beautiful, the beauty is going to fade. Marry with vision. Marry that person with the sights, with your vision sight. Don't look at today. That's going to help you to not cheat on your partner.
Can I say something?
Yes, please, carry on.
I want to address, or I want to add to the things you said so far.
Yeah.
You see, when a man says, I'm hitting this woman or I'm beating my wife, your wife, first of all, your wife. You're beating your wife because she insults you. There are two ways to look at this. That's not why you beat her.
Yeah.
The reason why a man hits his wife is not because she said, you're a useless man, you're a wicked man, you're a stupid man. No, that's not the reason. Number one reason why that man hits his wife is because he believes he can. You understand? You don't go outside now, you see somebody, when you see the way the person pull leg for granted and you give the person blow, when you know that you could very well end up in the ER. You understand? In an emergency room.
Yeah.
No, you hit the woman, first of all, because you believe that you can win that fight. That's number one. Number two, you hit that woman because you are not confident enough. You're not a man in all its sense. You're not whole. That's why you hit people, to prove a point. If there's no point to prove, you don't hit people. I'm of the opinion that if a woman disrespects you, take her back to where you got her from and let them teach her some things that she needs to learn.
That is really loud, yes.
Yes, take her back to, you picked her from somewhere, somebody gave birth to her and raised her, to that age where she's, old enough to be a wife. They didn't do their job. Go back, like when you buy something in the market. I'm not saying that a woman is a commodity you buy, but I'm saying that you borrowed it. You didn't own it. You don't own it.
Okay, so let's talk about women in the Western world where you truly cannot do that. What do? Do you take them back to their parents? Or?
Yes, they have a parent. Anywhere in the world, when you're marrying a woman, I'm not talking about dowry now. Anywhere in the world, when you're marrying a woman, you need permission from her parents.
Yeah.
In the event that they don't have a parent, there is a witness to that marriage.
But of course, Constance, of course, you're in America and you should know what I want to talk about. A lot of marriage these days are just from cohabiting. They start from the foundation of cohabitation.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you have to say about that?
I get you. Yes. Even though you're cohabiting with that person, and a lot of people these days don't really have family. Some of them are from the foster homes, and they don't have, they don't have families that you can go to. But there's no marriage in the whole world where there are no witness to it. Mm. You cannot stay with a woman and a man under a tree and say you are not joined together as husband and wife. Somebody confirmed that marriage. Somebody registered that marriage. You went to the courthouse and registered that marriage even before you went to before the priest to be joined together. So when things are not working, it's time to bring in that third party. It might not directly be the person who joined you guys together. It may be a marriage counselor.
Okay.
It may be a spiritual leader. It may be somebody your husband listens to or your wife listens to. Instead of hitting that person, instead of bringing out the beastly nature in you, instead of making us believe that I hit her because of what she told me or what she said or what she did, it's time to disengage and say, what's going on here? Let's fix it. If it's fixable, fix it. If it's not fixable, work out.
Okay, I just want to ask a question. Oh yeah, you just said something, work out. Are you a Christian?
I am.
Of course, I know you're a Christian. I just want everybody here to know you're a Christian.
Yeah, of course.
You just said work out.
Christian.
Yeah, you just said work out. But the Bible says, I hate divorce, said the Lord. So are you encouraging divorce? Because it's not just Nigerians listening to me now. I got a lot of people
I understand,
from all
and I
over
agree
the world
with you, Blessing.
listening to me.
Right?
So what would you have to say?
Yes. The Bible says, I hate divorce. I hate putting away. God hates divorce, right?
Yeah.
He hates it. Right? He hates putting away. Yeah. But God also, he didn't say, for anyone who divorces her husband, you will go to the lake of fire. No.
Okay.
Listen, wait. Or for any man who divorces his wife, you burn. No. But for anyone who kills, will burn. Right?
Oh yeah.
For any woman who commits adultery will be stoned.
Yeah.
So in a situation where you are now standing between killing someone and leaving someone, the best choice is leaving.
But we live anyways. Oh, this, I'm just looking to the time because I think I'm going to bring you again. Maybe tomorrow or next, because you just said leave. We live in a judgmental society at the moment. The places of worship, the family, your workplaces, your friends, your colleagues, in fact, your environment, everyone is just judgmental. They would be like, oh, she's just, can't you see the way she dresses? She wanted to be outside. That's why she's been dressing like that. Most especially those people who think they're next to Jesus.
Yes.
So how do you deal with this thing? Because a lot of people have been depressed, not because they're not happy, but because of what they heard people said about them.
Yeah.
From leaving a home that was not favorable, from leaving an abusive home.
Okay, so now this is a very broad topic, right? Yeah. It's something I've, over time helped people navigate. Now the thing is this: as a person or as a woman, be more than just your marriage.
Okay.
Be more than just a daughter. Be more than just a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Be more, as in be more, be a conqueror. In any field you find yourself, be more. Because by the time people judge you based on just marriage, that means you are less.
Mm.
Your relationship should not just be pending on people who know you to be married. Your friends should not be people who just want you married or who gets the best of you because you're married. Your parents should not be the ones who get the best of you just because you're married. It's just another title you add. It's an addition, not a completion. Marriage doesn't end the journey. It begins another journey.
Okay, please, if you want me to bring back this guest, can you put it on the live chat? Put the comment section, because I need to stop here. But if you want me to bring her here, put it on the comment section, because just when she's talking or she was talking, I want us to talk about, does marriage define you? Okay, somebody already bring her again. Constance, can you hear me, Constance?
Yes, I can hear you.
When would be the best time to bring you on again?
Tomorrow is good.
Okay, what time tomorrow?
Tomorrow, your 5 p.m.
Okay, 5 p.m. tomorrow. Okay,
yeah.
I'll bring you back on tomorrow, 5 p.m. I may not be able to do the adverts, or I'll just put it on the platform. But what I want you to prepare, because you're already going that way and it's time. I just want people to go. I want you to prepare for, does marriage define you as a woman?
Okay.
That's what I want you to prepare for. Does marriage define you as a woman? Because we are still on the topic, respect, and on the topic, societal moral decline. We are just dealing on the respect aspect of it.
Okay.
If you have your question, send me a private message if you don't want to put it on the live chat. And tomorrow we'll be here again by 5 p.m. this time, not 6 p.m. 5 p.m. tomorrow. Or I would communicate the time on the platform. Just try and watch. You would definitely see the time.
Okay.
But tomorrow we'll be talking about, does marriage define you as a woman? And I'm going to try to put all the quotes here from different speakers. We had 3 people who spoke today, me and Constance and Jide on TikTok. I'm going to put everything we said differently on here so you can digest it. If you have a constructive criticism, just drop it. If you have a suggestion, drop it, and a question, just send me a message. You can follow me on YouTube, Blessing Imafidon, God's Own. You can follow me on TikTok, like you know, Blessing Imafidon. On Facebook, Blessing Josh Studio, and you can follow me on Instagram, Blessing Imafidon. You can follow me on X, Blessing Imafidon. I don't know if my guest wants me to talk about her platform, or I just hosted her, and I'm not sure, she's not a social media person. I just hosted her, and she'll be coming again live tomorrow. Thank you all for the stars. Thank you all for the roses. Thank you all for the gifts. I'm not taking it for granted, and your comment means so much to me. I'll be back again tomorrow. We will be back again tomorrow. We want to talk about, does marriage defines you as a woman? Because in this present era, people think it's just marriage that makes you a better woman, that makes you who you are. But I am not of the opinion. But let's catch up tomorrow, 5 o'clock, and God bless you. And to my guest, Constance, I so much appreciate you. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
This is a very exciting topic, because I got a lot of people watching me here. They're not leaving, they're just stuck on here. That's because we are making sense. We are making sense. And a lot of people are saying, again, bring her back, and thank you, because if you've not dealt with the topic properly, they won't say that. I truly really appreciate your contribution. It shows how experienced you are, and I'm not taking this for granted. Thank you very much. We'll catch up again tomorrow. I'll be ending this live now. Bye bye, everybody. I'll be blessing you, my freedom.